Now, I was just a teenager when this happened, but I remember it was big news because the IWA came to Charlotte and they had national wrestling, or international wrestling, I should say. This was the first group that broke the barriers because a lot of you young people at home, and I know a lot of you older people remember that when they first did this, it was like a shock because nobody went out of their territories. You remember the story of the territory.
Tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, these people brought in top-notch talent from all over the world to be in direct competition right in their own backyard with the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. This was a bold move back in those days. We're talking about millions of dollars being spent at a time when $1 million really meant something. You know, Rock, I'll tell you what, and they brought in some great talent from all over the world, like I said before. And in this tag team match, you're going to hear one of the biggest names in pro wrestling, 70s, 80s, none other than the great Carlos Colon.
And that's Carlito's dad. And the other thing about this match is a lot of people didn't find out how good they were in wrestling until these national programs started because the two guys they're tagging against was like champions in Mexico. They come up there, no contest. The guys from Puerto Rico are a little quicker here. Or maybe not, I don't know. We'll have to take a look and find that part of it out.
That's right, wrestling fans. Get ready because we're going to take you to a tag team matchup. This is from 1973, folks. We're talking about the tag team of Bobby Garcia and Sisto Grimaldo. They are going to go against Carlos Colon and Miguel Perez. You're going to watch it right now.
First of all, hailing from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 237 pounds, Carlos Colon. His tag team partner, also from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 221 pounds, Miguel Perez.
The match officially underway. Grimaldo going against Carlos Colon. One fall, 15 minutes.
Did you see that? What a beautiful takedown. Carlos Colon. Exciting man to watch. Beautifully conditioned athlete.
Big favorite in Puerto Rico, boy. He's the champion down there.
Amateur wrestling background, high school, college, and now professional.
Cisco Grimaldo and Carlos Colon. There's a tag, and here comes the other half of this Puerto Rican tag team champions, Miguel Perez.
Bobby Garcia, a tough and very rugged individual. Mexican heritage, I think.
Wrist lock in there by Bobby Garcia. Your referee, Tommy Young.
Tommy Young is one of the most popular young wrestlers in IWA matches. He gets a lot of fan mail. Young fellow. Good athlete. Loves wrestling. So now he's one of the official referees.
There's a one count by Tommy Young.
Tommy Young out of Detroit, Michigan.
Bob Garcia and Miguel Perez.
Miguel Perez got him backed up against the rope.
Standing wrist lock in there. Uh-oh. Bobby Garcia changing a few unpleasantries with some of the tremendous throng in attendance here on International Championship Wrestling. There's a tag. Here comes Cisco Grimaldo in there. Grimaldo working on the eyes. Choke in there by Grimaldo.
That Grimaldo gives you action.
Air pull. You can hear referee Tommy Young.
He's choking.
Can you hear Tommy Young?
I can.
With those instructions?
Sir. I tell you, that Tommy Young is good.
Hey, they're really pounding away now. They're really pounding away on each other. Wow, Perez.
Oh, what a shoulder bunt.
Look at this. Good takedown.
I tell you, that Grimaldo, you can't ever count that man out, boy. I'll tell you.
There's a tag. Here comes Carlos Colon. Good smash in there by Grimaldo. Look at that.
That's it. Oh.
Flying drop kick. Beautiful flying drop kick. Flying mare. Totem pole.
That's enough of that. Enough of that, Carlos, for tonight. It's Grinaldo.
Bobby Garcia in there now. You know, Grimaldo really shook up Perez in that exchange of blows, Tex.
That's right.
He really did, boy. He got the better of that. Perez is still fuming right now. There's a tag. Watch Perez now. Oh, yeah. Another right-hand shot. Garcia bewildered right now. Trying for a tag. But I think Grimaldo wants Perez to cool off a little bit.
That's right. He was a little reluctant to tag. He could have tagged easily there.
Double teaming now by the Puerto Ricans.
Double backdrop. Tommy Young says, none of that now. You got to get out.
Try for a backbreaker. Nothing doing. Garcia breaking it. There's
There
a
goes
tag.
Carlos.
Look at this.
A sunset flip.
That's
I've
it.
never seen it done that way before. The Puerto Rican.
All over. Let's go up to the ring right now and the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winners with the reverse cradle, the team of Carlos Colon and Miguel Perez.
We got to pick up the action once again. That was quite a move. Quite a move in there by this Puerto Rican combination.
Now watch this. I've never seen this happen before.
There goes Carlos Colon up on top of the ring ropes. There's
Takes
a
the
tag.
That's
There's
legal.
a tag.
Tommy
Okay.
Young saw it.
Now,
Watch
call
this.
it, Tex.
Head first, right down into a sunset flip. Now watch, isn't that unbelievable? I'm going to try
There's the
that
cradle.
next time. That is fantastic.
Tommy Young with a 3 count. 1, 2, 3, and it's all over. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.
You know, that was one of the first guys I think I ever seen in my whole life be able to get up on the top rope and do a sunset flip like that. And you know, Eddie Einhorn was the head promoter of this business at the time. And he's the guy that went to Chicago, had paid baseball, spread that little company out a little ways, ended up being ESPN when they bought it.
Well, that's right. Back in 1973, you fans saw it there, instant replay. One of the very first ever non-NFL times where you're going to see instant replay on television. And you heard the great Tex McKenzie and Jack Reynolds on commentary. 1973 IWA out of Charlotte. That was great action.
Oh yeah, and you know, not to mention the fact that all the innovations they did, all the different guys they brought in. I mean, they had talent from literally all over the world. It was the first test internationally. You might see a few guys from other countries in American promotion, but this was one time where you had just about every nationality in at one point in that 3-year run that was in on that.
That's great. It was a great idea. Maybe it was just a little bit before its time, but as we alluded to before, the guy with the deep pockets, Eddie Einhorn, he had a vision, and maybe his vision just came along a little too soon.
Well, and I think pay-per-view probably carried wrestling to what it is now, and we had to wait 10 years from there. Well, you know, I've really enjoyed this segment, and I got to say, you know, for a guy probably 20 years younger than me, you've done a good job.
Well, thanks very much. Hey, Rock, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, old school, new school, working together.
That's great. Wrestling fans, it's been our pleasure to be here with you today, for you to watch this great action from yesteryear. Rock, thank you once again.
Now, like we said before, it's a family show. Everybody can watch it. For Jamie Scott, this is Rock Parsons. Until next week, so long.